for a long-term development. I know the crisis is imminent, it's now, it's people dying, it's prisons filled, but we always have to keep the long-term perspective also. And there Pakistan is leading by example, no doubt about that. Denmark and India. Denmark has a tradition of wanting to walk together with an elephant. We are the mouse. We are in war in 14 countries in the world, and we are not discussing it in Denmark. We have troops together with America because America is a big elephant. And we can walk. And when we walk, oh, we make so much noise. The next elephant has been China. The next elephant has been China. We've had a special program with China. We have a lot of tourist programs with China. It's the largest group coming to Denmark. We got 2 pandas. It's a symbolic to the countries who have a special, close and good cooperation with China. And as you know, there was some, or at least most of you probably know, there was some activists from Tibet who were like put aside so that the Chinese ambassador and president could not be seeing them in Denmark. This is still an issue and is going on. Now we have the human rights violations against the Muslims in the inner districts of China, where we have a somewhat similar situation with the Muslim group being intimidated, being arrested, being deported, and nobody is discussing it because we are together with the elephant. The third elephant that Denmark is seeing is India. India as a partner. And at the conference on strategic partnership between Denmark and India that was held just 2 months ago in Asia House with the outgoing Danish ambassador to India, Denmark is planning to have this strategic partnership with the third elephant, and that is India. And Danish industry is trying to get into the market. There is different organizations which have been made to try to get also the medium-sized Danish companies having access to the Indian market. And we are expecting, from a political point of view, that we will be having a profitable relationship with India. Whenever there's a profit, there's always a risk. And this is where I think that there might be a hope of a special, shall we say, pressure on not only the politicians, because I don't trust the politicians very much on human rights issues, but also on the Danish companies and the cooperation with the Danish companies, that there is human rights issues that we would like to have resolved, and you are responsible when you are making a large cooperation with India. And I'm not against India. I'm driving an Indian car. I may be one of the very few persons driving an Indian car. It's made in Mumbai, little Suzuki Alto. But we need to understand that there is also a political power in having pressure on the companies who want to cooperate with India, and the Indian companies who want to have an image that can compete on the German market, on the American market, everywhere else. That human rights issue is part of the problem and part of the issue with the companies. And there I think that it's important that we continue to have Pakistan leading by example, but we need to put pressure both on the politicians and on the human rights. Now in Denmark is leading in trying to modernize the human rights issue. We have the fundamental human rights from 1948, the Declaration on Human Rights. There's 9 other declarations after that, and constantly Dansk Folkeparti and related parties and politicians have been saying it's time to modernize. What they actually want to do is to basically cancel it, because they say time has gone and we should have our own freedom, we should decide in Denmark. But human rights are universal. And therefore we have justice for Kashmir, we have the issue of freedom for all. And this is important. Then I would just want to enlighten you a little on the very, very dark Danish chapter of history. In 1864, Denmark lost territory. The southern part of Denmark was lost to Germany in a war. There was a lot of Danish soldiers in the German army during the First World War who also lost their lives in the trenches because they were forced to be part of Germany from 1864. In 1920, after the First World War, Denmark was offered to have the territory back, but was wise enough not to just take everything back, but there was elections. These are the elections that has been cheated on Kashmir since 1948. But in 1920, there was elections on the German border between Denmark and Germany. And actually the area was divided in two. And until today, the administration in the area that Denmark got back is still a little different than the administration of the rest of the country on many areas. But it was divided in two. And that means that we got a result that there is a German minority living in Denmark. There is a